Guys, welcome back to another Slightly Rednecked video. Again, my name's Chris. If you're not familiar with this channel, I help you to produce your own meat, eggs, and vegetables from your backyard, your balcony, your deck, your garage, or even a spare room in your house if that's the way you want to do it. Today is an exciting day. I've got rabbits again. It's been a long time. I've been holding out for some good pedigree rabbits. Finally found some. Actually filmed this video going to get them last weekend, but had some issues with the recording for some reason. I don't know why, but didn't get the first half of the video, you know, the trip there to go pick up the rabbits, didn't get any of that filmed. So I needed to film a new intro for the video itself, because where we're going to pick up is, I'm already there where I picked the new rabbits up. We're going to pick up at that point in the video, and then the rest of the video you'll see me, you know, with bringing the rabbits home. We'll show the rabbits off towards the end of the video. All right, guys, thanks for sticking with me through that long, kind of weird intro. Let's get into the actual video itself. All right, we made it. 2.5 hour drive. I always want to call you Eva. I know that's not right, but Andy Rabbit on YouTube. That's there's a long story behind that, right?
Right.
Yes. We've been talking for a while, actually, through email and stuff for quite a while. What's it been? Almost like 6 months or more.
Maybe, yeah.
About trying to work out a way to get down here and get some good silver fox rabbits. We got some. So I'm going to pick up 2 bucks and a doe to go along with the doe that I picked up from Whiskey Tango Farms at QuailCon last weekend. These guys are significantly older, significantly bigger than what I've got right now, but it's going to work out well. And what we're doing right now is we're going to stick a tattoo on this this doe, this blue silver fox blue doe. I'll get the other guys out and show you guys later. I don't want to get them out of the pet carriers; they're already loaded up. So we're going to stick a doe. You need to get her out here.
Yeah, let me get this ready.
So you guys can see. All right, so this is my new blue doe, silver fox doe. She's a good-looking doe. We're going to stick a tattoo in her ear so we can keep track of the pedigree, and then we'll be heading home. Another 2.5 hour drive home.
You want to give me a few minutes and I'll get this ready?
No problem.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not in a big hurry.
All right.
Look how.
Go through all this.
Look at this. Just pick up. This is the great thing about silver foxes, is they tend to be pretty mellow, pretty docile. There's no way I could pick up a New Zealand white like this. I'd have scratches all over me. They'd be kicking like crazy. This little doe here, she's just calm as can be, and just doesn't mind at all. Much easier to handle. She's about, she was born in April, you said? So April.
In April. This
is May, June, July, August, September. She's 5 months old roughly, and she's about almost 8 pounds, 7.5, something like that. So she's got a little bit of growing left to do, but real close to starting to breed, to be able to breed. All right, so this is how we're going to be tattooing this rabbit. So I'm going to get out of the way so I'm not in the way. Don't take up too much room. No, it's okay. You do what you need to do. I'll work around it.
I can hold stuff for you.
Oh, okay. Alrighty.
So what we're using here is a clamp style tattooer. I don't have a tattooer right now, so I told her to go ahead and tattoo the rabbit if you don't mind. What this is the pedigree number that's going to go in her ear, basically. The left ear. So rub it down with some rubbing alcohol. Make sure there's no infection or anything that gets in there. Keep it clean.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What I do is I dip it in the ink. Give that a second to dry. Okay. I like to rub it in when I use the clamp.
Rub the ink on the ear.
Yeah. Grab the clamp. And then you've got that vein that you got to go under or over, one or the other, but I go under it. Then what I do is I hold it kind of still right there, and then I push hard.
And be done, right?
And done, right. Then I take more of the ink and I work it down into those holes.
So that'll show up.
Yeah. This will wear off in a few days.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like permanent marking their ear.
Right.
There we go. There we go. And she's done.
And she twitched a little, but it wasn't really too traumatic for her at all. All right, so we got the pedigrees all worked out. We got the rabbit tattooed. We're packed up, ready to go. We worked out a trade. So I traded 10 quail for one of the rabbits and then paid you for the other 2. It worked out well.
Right.
We got some jumbo quail setup you needed. You were out of quail, right?
Right,
Yeah,
yes,
basically.
yes. I had coons attack them.
Yeah, had a coon attack, so it worked out well. I was able to help you out with some quail. You were able to help me out with some rabbits. I got some good quality jumbo, or not jumbo, good quality silver fox rabbits. You got some good quality jumbo quail, where it's working out great. So now you sell rabbits on a regular basis?
Yes, I do, when I
So-
have them available. Yes.
All right, so tell everybody like how they can get a hold of you, what you have, all that information.
Alrighty. I have silver foxes, pedigrees. I have Rex pedigrees. I have
Standard Rex, right?
standard Rex, yes.
And, but you go by Andy Rabbit on
Facebook, yes,
Facebook and
yeah.
YouTube.
Yes.
So they can find you on Facebook that way?
Right, yes, yes, they can.
So you can
yes.
do that. So if you're in this area, you are in, what town are we in?
West Plains, Missouri.
West Plains, Missouri. So this is kind of, what did we consider this? South Central Missouri? Southeast?
Yes, not. Yeah, we're only like 45 minutes from Mountain Home, Arkansas. So.
Yeah, you're right on the
Yeah.
south, very south. So, you know, a little bit of a drive for me. It's about 2.5 hour drive from Joplin. Yeah, we're in the southwest corner of the state there, but wasn't too far. We worked it out. We could get some rabbits, and
Right,
thank you
yeah.
so much. I appreciate
you're
it.
welcome. I'm
so
glad to help
excited
you
to get
out,
the
so.
rabbitry going again. I've been looking for rabbits forever.
Right, yeah, it's hard not to have
So getting some good
rabbits.
pedigree rabbits is a blessing for sure. So I
That's
appreciate
good.
it.
I'm
so
glad to
much.
help you out, and thanks for the
And it was,
quail.
yeah, it was great meeting you. I'm
Yeah.
glad I got to help you out. Glad
Right.
you know, trade some quail for some rabbits. We
Yeah.
help each other out. That's what it's all about.
Right, yes. So, yeah.
All right, guys, I'll show you the rabbits when we get back home, get them in their cages. I don't want to dig them out right now. We need to get on the road. So thanks again.
All
I
right.
appreciate it. It was so
Yeah,
nice to
thank
meet
you.
you.
Nice to meet
and,
you.
I'm sure we'll see each other again.
All right.
You make it up around Joplin, hit me up. You can come by and visit and see how they're doing.
Alrighty, awesome.
You'll see them on
Nice.
video too, probably.
Right, yeah.
We'll talk to you guys here shortly. All right. Got the rabbits home, got them all in their cages. I got a full rabbitry again. 4 rabbits now. 2 bucks, 2 does. This doe right here is the one I picked up from Whiskey Tango Farms. She's young. She's only 11 weeks old, 10 weeks old, something like that. So it's going to be a little while before she's breedable. This buck right here is an older buck. He's a 1.5 years old. So he's ready to breed as soon as the does are. I've got another buck right here that is, I think, 6 months old, 5 months old, something like. I got to go back and look at the pedigree. And then a doe down on the end. The doe is a blue. They're all silver fox, but the doe is a blue. I think this buck right here carries a blue strain as well, so when I breed them, I should get some blue babies. I just think the blue babies are kind of cool. The rest of them are all black. So I'll take you up close. We'll show you off. I gave them. This is the next day because I let them just kind of have a break overnight, just get acclimated. They seem to be acclimated just fine. They're eating. Yeah, they're eating just fine. Drinking water. Everybody's doing great. So I'll bring you in close. We'll show you each one of them. I need your help. I need to come up with names for these guys for their pedigrees. So you guys help me out. Leave a list down below. We'll go through each one of these. You tell me what you think their names should be, and we'll go from there. This one here is already named. This little doe right here, Star is her name. Long story behind that. Whiskey Tango Farm says that they're, I can't remember. I'd have to look back at the message and see, but the mother rabbit was Luna or something like that. I can't remember, but they all had like names that were like related to galaxies and that kind of stuff. So we just named her Star. We had to come up with a name for the pedigree. So now I've got to come up with names for the other 3 rabbits. Let's get in close. Let's take a close look at them. We'll see how they're doing. Give me a second here. Let me get the camera off. The tripod, we'll bring you in close and take a look at them. So this is buck number 1 through the wire. Let's push this in. There we go. Now we get a better view of him. This is buck number 1. He's a little bit older. You may notice some of the fur looks a little bit brown. That's just from sun exposure. Sun exposure kind of has a tendency to turn their fur a little bit brown, but he's a good looking silver fox. Nice big rabbit. He's got some weight to him. He's pretty mellow. He looks a little nervous right now. Whoop, here, let me get the camera back up here. I forget. He looks a little nervous right now, but he's easy to handle. You can reach in there and pet him. He's not, you know, he's not going anywhere. So that's buck number 1. Move on. This is the doe. She's already named, but this is the doe that came from Whiskey Tango Farms. Let me get this cage opened up. We'll take a look at her. She's a pretty looking doe. She's not old enough yet to have all the silver tips on her fur and stuff like that. She's young. Like I said, only about 11 weeks old. So, and she's real easy to handle. No issues. She doesn't, you know, she'll get a little nervous when you reach in, but you start petting her, she just calms right down. She's no problem. A lot of times she'll run right up to the front of the cage when you come by. So she's okay too. She's doing fine. All these guys are really pretty mellow. All right, let's move over here. We got buck number 2. And again, another nice looking silver fox buck. He is got all his silver markings, you know, silver fur coming in. on the edges. Looks great. Just, there we go, turn sideways for us. There we go. Not quite as big as the one on the end, but he's a lot younger. He's only about 5 months old right now. So, good looking rabbit though. We need a good name for him. He's the one that carries a blue strain, I believe. So when I breed him with the, you know, blue doe, or I should get some blue babies. And then, I'm gonna get this cage closed up. And then we've got the blue doe. This is a silver fox, but this is a blue strain. And again, she's got a little bit of brown spotting on her fur right now, but that'll clear up. But yeah, she's a blue doe, and she's about 5 months old as well, so she's still pretty young. We'll be working on getting her bred here in the next couple of months. She's got probably another month or two before I'm going to worry about breeding her. But she's looking good body-wise. And again, she's just, you know, they're all pretty easy to handle. I mean, you get a little bit nervous with you, but they're all pretty easy to handle. No issues, not crazy and neurotic like most New Zealand's are. That's it. I got them all situated. Got their little resting tiles out there. It is still summertime. I like to use those little ceramic tile resting mat. I use them as a resting mat just for them to be able to get off the cage wire. They tend to stay a little cooler, so it gives them something to kind of lay on and cool off a little bit when it's hot out. Because it is still getting pretty warm. Today feels like fall, but yesterday it was, you know, 90 degrees, a little over, so it was pretty hot. But they've all acclimated really well. They're just, they look pretty comfortable. They're eating, they're drinking just fine. They're not, you know, freaking out every time I walk by the cage. They kind of just look like they're supposed to look. It's good to have some rabbits again. So, but like I said, I don't usually name my rabbits. So I need some help coming up with some names. If you guys would be so kind, give me a list below. Buck number 1, what do you think his name should be? Buck number 2, what do you think his name should be? And doe, the blue doe, what do you think her name should be? And we'll see if we can come up with some good names. I'm sure you guys can do a much better job at naming the rabbits than I could, because, well, you're probably just much more creative than I am. That's about it for this video. It feels good to get some rabbits. I mean, it was a little bit tricky. I've been without rabbits for a long time because I've been holding out for some good pedigree stock. Got silver foxes, which, you know, used to be a pretty rare breed. They're starting to become a little bit more common now, but still not super common. So it feels good to be able to prolong the breed, I guess. What do you say? To help the breed out. I'm going to be breeding. I'm going to be selling some of the babies as breeders. This buck is unrelated to those rabbits over there. They came from the same rabbitry, but they're unrelated. So I'll be able to breed him to this doe. I'll be able to breed that buck to that doe, and have unrelated babies that can be breeders, and then be able to sell as breeders to somebody else that wants to do the same thing, to be able to prolong the breed, to expand the breed, I guess is what we want to say. Anyway, you get the idea of what I'm talking about. So, feels good. I'm glad to have some rabbits finally. Even it took about 6 hours of my day yesterday to go drive there, get them, drive back, get them in their cage. It's kind of hard to work that time frame out when you got so much going on, but it was a necessary thing. It's a once and done kind of thing, so we're good to go now. So anyway, thank you to Evie for supplying me with the new rabbits. Thank you to Whiskey Tango Farms for the rabbit that you brought to QuailCon last weekend. She looks great. And the rest of you guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. As always, God bless.